It's been a minute. It's been 2 years, in fact. I've been doing some other stuff. I've been living my life, enjoying my life, slaying, healing, learning, growing, endeavoring. And do you know what? I never thought I would be back here feeling like I want to start making tarot content again, but just for fun. Spirit's like, and it has to be this eclipse energy that we're in, and it's right on my Saturn return, which hasn't officially started, but with Saturn going back into Aries, it's dingling. So apparently I have a message. Apparently I have a message for you, for us. Six of Wands is poking out. Look at that. All right, let's see. First card, Five of Cups. Feeling disappointed. We're dipping our toes back in. Page of Cups. Dipping our toes back into something. Oh, look at that. I swear to God, I've never even realized. Look, she's got her toes in that bowl, in that cup. She's tipping it over. So you have voluntarily knocked something over, knocked a cup over. You're voluntarily going, you know what? I'm going to tip this out and I'm going to see what happens. And I feel like by tipping it out, there's a lot of you that feels as though you're wasting it or you're letting it go, whatever this is, whatever you're tipping out. But you've soaked your foot in it completely, which to me is saying like, you're going, okay, this is my, so you could be investing love, energy, money, time into something, and you're like, I'm just doing it at this point. I don't feel the need to reserve this. I'm going to invest it. So you're, with your foot, metaphorical foot being in this, that's telling me that you are, and feet are grounding, right? We ground our feet on the ground, we're grounded. So you're grounding into this, whatever it is that you're deciding to use or to put out or to give. I'm hearing last shot. So for some of you, this is your last shot, or you feel like, I'm giving it my last shot. It's not your last shot. But by doing this, whether you feel like you're forced to do this, remember how I said voluntarily? You're not, you feel forced to it, but you're still making the choice to do this. King of Pentacles. Okay, I'm taking this as like crossing this. This is, you're going to be successful with this. There's a lot to celebrate, a lot of like, I'm hearing accolades. Well, the Six of Wands is accolades, right? This is the push you needed. You needed to feel forced to do this, to give it one last shot, to push. I'm really drawn to, I don't know if it's actually a dog or a wolf. It looks like a wolf to me here. I'm really drawn to the wolf, how the wolf is directly looking at me. This is like giving guide energy here. Being guided. The Magician, yeah. So you're just going to do it. Whatever this is for you, you're just going for it because you feel like you have to. And I'm hearing My All by Mariah Carey, specifically the last part of the chorus, the I give my all to hell, just one more night with you. I risk my life to feel So it's like her last, like she's really going for it in that chorus. Two of Wands, yeah, you guys are trying something new, you're doing something differently. The Three of Pentacles wanted to come out, but it didn't really. For some reason I felt the need to put it back. I've got the fan on, so I'm not, and it's like right on me, so I don't know if that's... What is this Five of Cups? Something you... And for some of you it might... Yeah, Five of Pentacles. I was just about to say, some of you it might not be something that... Okay, I'm getting a very, like a divide down the middle. For some of you, this message is... This is something you're giving your last shot. You're giving your all to something. The other group of you, this isn't necessarily something that you're going, okay, I'm giving it one last go. But you're doing things... Even if you think there won't be a return on them, why are we doing things anyway? Like, it's going to be successful anyway, but what is it that you... Queen of Pentacles, because it's grounding to you, because it's authentic to you, because it's part of you and what you enjoy. The Page of Swords. Okay, there's no clear strategy, whatever this is for you, and you're someone, I feel like I'm speaking to directly another group of people now. You are someone who has a lot of ideas or likes to do a lot of things. You don't necessarily stick to one thing. And because of that, you have this like assumption that like nothing will ever really take off. And there may or may not be a return. But I'm seeing that for once, you're not really giving a fuck about whether it has a return or not. Or you just have this assumption that I don't know, for some reason I'm reading the Five of Pentacles is really just like, there's like this feeling of like not really, this assumption that no matter what you do, because you're so scatterbrained, or because you're so, this is how you're viewing yourself, you just have this idea, this assumption that it's not going to take off for you. And I don't think that this is directly tied to your worth. I think it's just based on experience and based on like, you're someone who's always acted on a whim, which is good. You've always been able to do that. You've never really held yourself back from embarking on the things that you feel inspired by, things that bring you joy. But the things that bring you joy, you've never really been able to monetize them, or to the extent that you want. But what's so different now about this time, though? Thank you, Spirit. The Lovers, because of a choice that you're making, maybe to just do the thing, anyway. I'm just going to pause this here while I get the rest of the message so I don't have to go into another video. You're someone who has a lot of things you want to do. You might want to pivot, so you might want to do this, you might want to do that. And whichever one seems to be doing well, in the past, maybe you felt like that is something that you've had to commit to, or something that you've had to continue to prioritize, and that's not the case anymore. You're not boxing yourself in just by the measure of success that you are interpreting or seeing, right? You're just gonna do what you want to do when it feels good, when it feels right. Yeah, Ten of Swords. The burden of pain, something to do with whatever feels fun for you, whatever feels cathartic to you, whatever feels right to you. You're just going to do this. Like reminds me of Moana. Okay, sorry guys, head to part 2 if you're interested.